Hi, welcome to this series on GMAT quantitative reasoning preparation. On your GMAT exam, which is scored out of 800, you have 4 sections, one out of which is quantitative reasoning, the other is verbal reasoning, and you have your AWA and IR. Today we will be looking at what quantitative reasoning section is all about. So, you will have a total of 31 questions on the quantitative reasoning section, and you will have 62 minutes to answer them. It is scored out of 51, represented as Q followed by your score. The range of your scores is Q6 to Q51, and this section consists mainly of 2 question types. One is data sufficiency and one is problem solving. Problem solving is standard form of questions with 5 answer choices, and you have to select the one that suits the best. And data sufficiency is a problem where you have one question and 2 statements are given. So, you will have your job is to check whether the information given is enough to answer the questions or not. You will be selecting the answer options based on that. That is why it is called data sufficiency. We will be looking at both of these problem types while preparing for our quantitative GMAT reasoning section. Today's topic is absolute values. Let us look at some sample questions as part of our preparation for the GMAT quantitative reasoning section. The first question says, if mod of x plus 6 is equal to 10, then which of the following could be the value of x? So, the question is mod of x plus 6 is equal to 10. Taking 6 to the other side, we have mod of x is equals to 10 minus 6 is equal to 4. Modulus, the concept of modulus is it always changes the number to positive. So, x can be either plus 4 or minus 4. The basic definition states that when mod of x is equals to plus 4, x is plus 4 or minus 4. In the options we have minus 4, that is D. So, once again just going over the basic concept of modulus. Modulus of any number x is a positive number. If you say x is equals to minus 4, mod of minus 4 will be equal to 4, and mod of 4 will be equal to 4. That is, mod of a negative number is its number converted into a positive number, and mod of a positive number, we take it as it is, as a positive number. Let us look at the next question. Let h be a function such that h of x is equal to mod of 5x plus c, where c is a constant. If h of 3 is minus 4, what is the value of h of minus 6? So, h of x is equals to mod of 5x plus c. C is a constant. We are given that h of 3 is equal to, that is 5 into 3, mod of 5 into 3 plus c is equal to minus 4. Mod of 15 is nothing but it is a positive number. So, we write it as it is, plus 15 is plus c, which is equals to minus 4. Taking 15 to the other side, you have c is equals to minus 4 minus 15, that is minus 19. And now the question is asking us to find the value of h of minus 6. So, h of minus 6 will be mod of 5 into minus 6 plus c, that is minus 19. Modulus of minus 30 plus minus 19. So, we have mod converts it into a positive value, minus 30 will be converted into plus 30, that is plus 30 minus 19, comes out to be 11. That is option D. Let us look at the next question. If x is any integer from minus 6 to 2 inclusive, how many values of x satisfy the following inequality? So, we have x is between minus 6 and 2 inclusive. So, it can be equal to minus 6 and equal to 2 as well. So, we have how many integers between minus 6 and 2? We have minus 6, minus 5, minus 4, minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, that is 9 integers between minus 6 and 2. Now, they are asking 2 minus mod of x cube plus 10x square minus 24x is less than 2. You can subtract both sides by 2, both sides, you will get minus x cube plus 10x square minus 24x is less than 0. Taking this to the other side, the question is asking us mod of x cube plus 10x square minus 24x should be greater than 0. We know that modulus always gives us a positive number, but when we are looking at modulus of 0, it will be equal to 0. But here the inequality only says greater than 0, it does not include 0 value. So this inequality will hold only as long as there are positive values inside our modulus. If there is 0, then it is equal to 0 and it does not satisfy. So let us just check where x cube plus 10x square minus 24x, wherever it is equal to 0, this inequality will fail. So let us just check for that. Taking x common from here, from this expression, we get x into x square plus 10x minus 24 is equal to 0. So either x is equal to 0 or x square plus 10x minus 24 is equal to 0. For this, we can factorize this as x into x plus 12x minus 2x minus 24 is 0. So x plus 12 into x minus 2 is equal to 0. So either x when it is 2 or it is minus 12, that time the equation will be equal to 0. So minus 12 is not in our range, the range is only from minus 6 to 2, okay. So that you can cancel out, but 2 is inside our range. 2 is, because the inequality says equal to also 2. So when x is equals to 0 or x is equal to 2, 0 is also inside the range, minus 6 to 2, we have 0 inside the range, or x is equal to 2, this equation will not hold. So out of these 9 integers, we are removing 2 integers, that is x is equal to 0 and x is equal to 2, where the inequality will not hold true. So we have 7 integers which will satisfy this inequality. That is option number C, option C. I hope this is clear. Next question, mod of x plus 3 is equals to 4x minus 5. Find the value of x. Okay, it says x plus 3 is equals to 4x minus 5. If x plus 3 is greater than equal to 0, that means it's a non-negative number, we write it as it is. So it comes out to be x plus 3 is equal to 4x minus 5, which comes out to be, taking x to this side and minus 5 to this side, we have 3x is equals to 8, that is x is equals to 8 by 3, and x should be greater than, x plus 3 should be greater than 0, that is x should be greater than equal to minus 3. So this value is greater than minus 3, so this is acceptable, it's one of the values of x. And now let's check when x is negative, that is x plus 3 is less than, when the modulus is negative. So x plus 3 is less than 0, so x is less than minus 3. When x is less than minus 3, the modulus will be negative. We will multiply it by minus 1 to turn it into a positive number. When we open the modulus of a negative number, to convert it into a positive number, we will multiply it by minus 1. So taking minus x to that side and 5 to this side, you have 5 minus 3 is 2 is equals to 4x plus x is 5, which means x is equals to 2 by 5. But what is the condition here? X should be less than minus 3, and this is a positive number, it cannot be less than negative number, so this is not a true value for x. So the only true value for x is 8 by 3, that is option B. They gave these other options to confuse us, basically because if we don't check that x should be less than minus 3, we would think that this is also one of the values of x, but that's not the case. We eliminate it from the answer choice. Let's move to the next question. What is the sum of all unique solutions for x square plus 6x plus 9 is equal to mod of x plus 3? Again, it's the same thing. If the mod value, this is greater than 0, you open the modulus as it is, x square plus 6x plus 9 is equal to x plus 3. Taking it on one side, we have x square plus 5x plus 6 is equal to 0. 6 is 3 into 2, x is either minus 3 or minus 2, but here the value we must select which is greater than equal to minus 3, is minus 2 is also greater than equal to minus 3. So, both these values are acceptable values of x. Now, let us look at when x plus 3 is less than 0, that is x is less than minus 3. So, we have x square plus 6x plus 9 is equal to, we multiply it by minus 1 when we are turning a negative number into a positive number, into a positive value, we multiply the number by minus 1. Taking it on one side, we have x square plus 7x plus 12 is equal to 0, that is x. We have x plus 3 into x plus 4 is equal to 0. So, x is either minus 3 or minus 4. Minus 3 is not less than minus 3, it is equal to. So, here you can just keep that aside, but minus 4 is less than minus 3. So, this is an acceptable value for x. So, x can be either, from this equation we have, x can be either minus 3 or minus 2, and from here we have one valid answer, x can be minus 4 as well. So, there are 3 values, and you want, what do you want? You want the sum of all the unique solutions. So, all the unique solutions, if you sum them up, you will have minus 3 plus minus 2 plus minus 4, it comes out to be minus 9. That is option B. Now, let us look at the next question. What is the solution set of 1 plus mod x into 1 plus x greater than 0? So, when you look at this 1 plus mod x will always give you a positive value. So, 1 plus any positive value will always be positive. So, will always be positive. Only thing we need to check is this a positive value or a negative value? When this is positive, 1 plus x is positive, the whole expression will be positive, and when 1 plus x is negative, the whole expression will be negative. So, we need to find the solution when it is greater than 0. We need positive values. This can be positive or negative, but we will eliminate the negative and only check when it is positive. So, x is greater than minus 1 by taking 1 to the other side. We get it as option A, solution set. Okay, next question, which of the following could be the value of x if mod of 12 minus 4x plus 2 is equals to 6? So, we have mod of 12 minus 4x is equals to 4. Again, the mod value, so when 12 minus 4x is greater than equal to 0, you will take the non-negative number as it is. 12 minus 4x is equals to 4. Taking 4x to the other side, you have 4x is equals to 8. That is x is equal to 2. But you also have when 12 minus 4x is less than 0. That is 4x is, does it satisfy this equation? Let us just check. We are saying that taking 4x to the other side, you have 4x is less than equal to 12. Dividing both sides by 4 for this, you have x is less than 3. So, x is equal to 2 is less than equal to 3. So, this is a valid answer. Now, let us check when this is negative number. When 4x is taking 4x to this side. 4x is greater than 12, that is x should be greater than 3, and you will have to, at that time when you are opening the modulus, you will multiply it by -1 is equals to 4. You multiply only the value that's inside the modulus with -1, not on both sides. Be careful about that. So we have -12 plus 4x is equals to 4. Taking -12 to the other side, you have 4x is equal to 16, x is equals to 4. Does it satisfy x being greater than 3? Yes. So this is a valid answer. So they are asking which could be the value of x. We do not have 2 in the options, but we have 4 in the options. So yes, 4 can be a value of x. If in this question you want to save some time, instead of doing all this solving, since it is saying which of the following could be a value of x and only one of these answer choices will be our answer. So you can just substitute each of those values and check. Insert -4, it will not hold true. When you insert -2, same, all the options which don't hold true, the equation will not hold true. So you can easily land on the answer by checking our answer options as well. You don't have to always solve for the answers. Let's see what we have in the next question. If mod of 4y plus 2 is equals to 18, which of the following could be the value of y square? Okay. So they are telling us that mod 4y plus 2 is equals to 18. So we know that mod will always give you a positive value. So if 4y plus 2 is greater than 0, you have 4y plus 2 is equals to 18. 4y plus 2 greater than 0, it is 4y is greater than -2 and y should be greater than -2/4, that is 1/2. So when this is the value, we open the modulus as it is. When it is positive, we have 4y is equals to 16. Dividing both sides by 4, you say y is equals to 4. Does it hold true? Yes, it does. It is greater than -half. So y is equals to 4 is a valid answer. Now when 4y plus 2 is negative, that is 4y is less than -2, y is less than -2/4, that is 1/2. At that time, when it is negative, we multiply it by -1 to make it positive. -4y minus 2 is equals to 18. So you have 4y is equals to, taking 4y to that side and 18 to this side, you have 4y is equals to -18 minus 2 is -20. So y is equals to -5. So y comes out to be -5. So -5 is less than -half. That's why this also is a possible value. And here they're asking which of the following could be the value of y square. So when y is 4, you have y square is equals to 16, and when y is 5, you have y square is equal to 25. So it can be either 16 or 25, and that is option D. Those were some sample questions on absolute values. Hope they were clear. Thank you for watching.